Okay, folks, thank you for putting in some time, being willing to take a look at our resources for this school year, to see what we can do to continue to strengthen the faith of our young people and incorporate also the Christian faith in home settings, so that kids can draw connections and see that there is support both at church and at home. Because our class sessions are 45 minutes in length and they include music and other types of activities, I think that it's really important to look for ways to continue to have the conversation in the home setting with your own families. So I'm going to show you the login for SparkHouse Digital and a little bit of navigation there so that you don't get overwhelmed with um, all that is available. So let's take a quick look. Here we are at sparkhousedigital.org. I'm going to go ahead and put in my sign in. For you, of course, this would be your email and your password. So let's go ahead and go into the children's portal. On this page, you'll notice that there are a couple of different resources, different series that could be consulted. I haven't explored yet the Worrell curriculum, but it is here as another option. Bonus content has to do with Sundays that might be particular to one faith denomination or another. So, for example, I was able to find resources related to All Saints Sunday here in the bonus content. But being a lectionary based church, we'll notice that there are lectionary related resources here. So let's go ahead and click on Spark Lectionary. And remember that our lectionary cycle is in 3 years, A, B, C. We are currently in year B, the Gospel of Mark. And so we'll go ahead and click on year B, fall. And it gives the timing parameters of that, Pentecost, Christ the King Sunday. So that goes through a large portion of the season of Pentecost and then finishes with Christ the King. Year C then would begin with Advent, starting with the first Sunday in December. We'll choose fall, year B. This lists a number of lessons. It would have been good for the dates to be listed here, but we'll take what we can get. So the widow's offering would be the Sunday that follows All Saints. So this would be November 10th, with the preceding Wednesday being also about this upcoming Sunday. Let's go ahead and click. The resources are broken down into age groups. Let's choose grades 1 to 2. And once again, this becomes more age specific. You can watch a video to help you get a sense, if you are teaching, help you get a sense of what the intent of this lesson is. It also, I think, has some helpful information about what capacities there are for this particular age group. A leader guide goes into more depth about the Bible story and some possible ways to interpret the Bible story and to apply this lesson to our life. Large group, this is a full lesson that has step-by-steps for an entire class session. We will likely not use the large group as much because we are customizing our 45-minute sessions to include music and some moving around. And since we have several age groups in our Growing in Grace, it would be a little difficult to just grab one of these and go. So there is definitely some customization that happens for our situation. I'm very interested in the family page. This is great take-home material for families. And this can be made available. We can print them ahead of time. We can also provide it in an email to families. When we met just yesterday to talk a little bit more about planning, one thing that was mentioned is that if we can lift our eyes off of the screens and be more interactive in person with one another, that seems to be a good thing. So maybe paper copies will be helpful for us. I want to take a quick look at the family page. And I'll notice that there is a heading for reading the story once again. The Spark Story Bible is the reference. If you don't have a Spark Bible at home, we would love to be able to provide one for you. And then have some conversation about it. And also then look for ways to be attentive and to notice different parts of our worship life. Activities here for application, maybe some fun ways to apply the lesson in our daily life. So that looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and close the preview. We'll go back to the family page and download. In my case, I can take a look at it in the Finder and then double click on it to open the real version of the resource. From this point, of course, we can print them off for our families, and then we're good to go on that resource. I might want to also look at other age group. So let's say pre-K and K. Once again, there are ways to incorporate. Let's take a look at the family page for pre-K and K. Okay. Very similar. It might even be exactly the same. And I think that parents and guardians will be able to customize language to fit their children's abilities. All right. So that's the Spark series. Let's go back to Spark Lectionary. There's a music section I haven't really explored yet. So some of these are definitely familiar to me. This little light of mine. Instrumental, lyrics, lead sheets. Let's take a look at the PDF for the leader. So Here we are. You'll notice that some formats are MP3, so this means that it is an audio file. Okay.